Hey Lucy, I'm home, and I am gonna be playing some Suika Game. Now, I don't know. I thought I'd try a little different intro. A little Ricky Ricardo in there. I still gotta practice my Ricky Ricardo voice, cause I'm like just getting into the Ricky Ricardo phase, as Eddie Murphy would say. Cause I mean, like I just started watching the show pretty recently. It's pretty good. Like it definitely held up for like I want to say 70 years. So I mean, you could color me surprised. Not really, because the show was in black and white. But yeah. So I want to try to get my Ricky Ricardo phase going. You know, whenever what's that thing Eddie Murphy said? It was like whenever Ricky Ricardo would like curse in Spanish, you would always react with, "Yeah, you go, Ricky, curse that bitch out." And Eddie Murphy is another voice I gotta practice. Oh my god, that was horrible. Anyway, yeah, so that's gonna be the probably the thing that worms its way into my head in today's Suika episode. In other I Love Lucy related news, I was listening to the what's it called, the Weird Al parody of that the Weird Al song Ricky, which was a parody of Tony Basil's Mickey, which was a cover of some other group's song called Kitty. So I mean the plot does thicken. However, I was listening to that, and I was reading one of the comments on the music video, and it said something like the woman who was playing Lucy in that music video was the voice actress Tress McNelly, and I mean like that's kind of cool, kind of interesting. I've like watched shows with Tress McNelly in them, and I mean I always had a good time, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. That's not what this anecdote's all about. When I first read that, I got Tress McNelly confused with Jess Harnell, the voice actor. Captain Hero and like I think Wacko from Animaniacs. Because like Tress rhymes with Jess, Harnell, Macnell, E. So like anyone would make that mistake. So when I first watched the music video, I was under the impression that it was Weird Al like complaining in the form of a song to some guy in drag pretending to be I Love Lucy. Of course, then I realized, which honestly I don't know if that made the song better or like worse, or I don't know if it made the video better or worse. I think it probably would have been funnier if it was just Harnell and drag, but I don't know like the mechanics of it. You know how it is? That's pretty much it. There's just a whole lot of Lucy related nonsense that I've been talking about. Feels like I'm getting change at an Indian restaurant. All this nonsense. Get it? You know what I mean? Man, Fat Allen, you're like a library on Sunday. No circulation. Speaking of stuff Jess Harnell was in. You ever watch that show Drawn Together? I've talked about it before. I've talked about it before in a Swika episode. Actually, if you remember that little number. But I think I am getting back on the Drawn Together train. Just remember that is a funny show. Definitely not for kids though. Even if it does have colorful cartoon characters. Anyway, we're gonna start talking about the game. I'm gonna stop going on about nothing. Maybe I get something like that, because I realize I'm already kind of almost at the top. And this is the one time you don't want to take it to the top, man. Take it from the top is usually what people do. Anyway. And I mean, that's kind of what we're doing. We're getting more real estate eventually. Just got to do something like this. I'm going to get another Decapon before I get another orange. The man says. Now it's like it's Orange City out here. And I mean, I guess I'm not complaining too much. Maybe. Do something like that, but then we're going to get rid of some real estate. I could do something like this. Try something like that, maybe? I will trade you this for that and that for this. Like it's Schoolhouse Rock economics. And we did the Apple shuttle program right over here. Not really a space program. We're more like just shuttling it from point A to point B. However, I could get something going here. That was almost really bad. Speaking of almost really bad. Hold on. We got something going. At least I think. We're going to get another Decapon. Told you. It always comes up. I thought I could weigh it down. I could not weigh it down. I got the weight of the world on my shoulders, man. The fruits are counting on me. And I'm counting these fruits so I can get the most amount of points possible. Alright. Do something like this. Maybe. Give me an orange. And then we'll do something like that. Maybe something like this. Get an orange over there. Now we're getting too much oranges. All right, we have 4 pineapples. This is like enough to exchange for a watermelon. However, I don't know what the mechanics would be of getting a watermelon, you know what I mean? Because we are kind of boned. I could probably crack 2,000, but barely? Nah. Apple was a little too high up. You know the drill. If you get under 2,000 points, you got to restart. And then hope the second time will be better than the first. Except this time we're not going to be on autopilot. I'm rambling about sitcoms that I watched. Alright. Push the orange into the orange. Push the apple into the apple. Perfect. You know, they're not so different, apples and oranges, if you really think about it. Alright. We'll do something like this, but I'm not going to like it. We'll do something like that, but I'm not going to like it. I'm really not going to like it. Alright, I'm liking it. I like that, Johnny. I think I'm going to use it. That was Karate Kid Part 3. When Terry Silver was... I think he was getting a massage. Do something like that. Alright. I guess I'll put a cherry over there. Cherry's kind of Kind of bummed me out, man. When you're looking for melons, why settle on a cherry? Gotta tell you. Somewhere like that. Then we could get an apple above an Asian pear, above a peach. Or I guess next to a peach is more technically accurate. Alright. I'll do something like this. Because we get another decapon like immediately. Perfect. Can I fit the what's it called, the cherry in there? Yes, I can. And there we go. We got a pineapple, and we had a significantly better time getting a pineapple than the last episode, than the last playthrough, the one that I just did. And maybe having pineapples on the bottom is a lot better than having pineapples in God knows where. Because there we are. Alright, I was almost gonna get very regretful. However, it's not gonna happen. Ooh. I'm liking my position. I'm holding out for a management position right now. Call me Cousin Eddie. Do something like that. Touch each other. There we go. We are absolutely living large. Then I put an orange over here. Call me crazy. We got a little group going. We got another little group going. This cherry is going to be the death of me. No, it's not, because we got a melon and nothing else. This is significantly better than last attempt. I'll say that much. And who knows, it all could go right up the crapper, but let's knock on wood that it doesn't. I don't have any wood in my general vicinity. However, if I did, I would knock on it. I'll do this, maybe. Now I could fit a grape. I probably should have just double strawberried it. Get an orange, and then hopefully these things will touch. Yes. Okay, now everything's moving, and I'm not particularly liking it. Do something like this. Get it an orange right in here. Get a, what's it called over there? There we are. We're getting a lot of decapons this episode. Or maybe they're just the only ones that really stand out to me. You know what I mean? Because for all I know, I could have been in Strawberry City this whole time. And I was missing the forest for the trees. Okay. Something like that. And then I need a cherry like yesterday. They're not going to touch. Now they're going to touch. But now that kind of ruined what I was on about. However, this is looking pretty good. And now the peaches are going to touch because the decapon's going to fall over. Or not. I guess I gotta study the physics a little more. I've said get the mechanics down way too much in this episode, so I'm not going to say that again. But you know very well I'm thinking it. You know what I mean? All right, remember when I said this was looking good? I'm starting to think I should be eating my words. I'm starting to think I should be eating these fruits, man. They do look pretty tasty. Though I don't know, like I know you can like eat like a pig's face. I've never done it before. And like I've heard it was really good. However, I don't even know like where I could like find those, man. You think like Costco will like cut up the pig a special way for you if you ask and you're a member? Is that like a thing you can do? Maybe? If we got any Costco fans in the comments, drop it down. Drop it like it's hot. Okay. I don't know what the heck that was, but now I said space program a lot before, but that was something else. Even though we didn't crack 2000 once, I think I'm still uploading the video just for that ending. Uh See you guys on the next adventure and tell me what I can do to fix my Ricky Ricardo voice.